You know those days, right? You get to the end of it, you feel completely wiped out, but when you think back on what you did, you realize you've done, well, basically nothing. So what is actually going on there? Let's get into it.
I mean, really think about it. Have you ever had one of those days you are just completely, utterly drained, but you can't point to a single reason why you should be this tired? It's such a confusing and honestly a really frustrating feeling.
Yeah, you didn't hit the gym, there was no huge work deadline, no cramming for a test, and yet when your head hits the pillow at night, your brain feels like it's run a marathon. It is just fried. What gives?
My first thought, and I bet yours too, was always something like, ugh, I'm just being lazy. But what if it isn't a character flaw at all? What if it's just a symptom of our modern, always connected world? Turns out it's something way more common than you think. So let's explore this first. We'll call it the confusing kind of tired, because our old understanding of what it means to be tired just doesn't really work anymore. Just look at this contrast. On the left, you've got the old school model, right? Physical work makes your body tired, and a good night's sleep sorts you out. Simple. But on the right, that's the new reality for so many of us. You can do nothing, feel mentally shattered, and sleep barely makes a dent. You just wake up feeling the exact same way. And for a lot of people, this is the cycle they're trapped in. You wake up, you grab your phone, and you immediately start thinking about all the things you should be doing. Then the guilt creeps in, so what do? You scroll some more, just to escape that feeling. And by the end of the day, you're completely exhausted without having actually done anything. Okay, so what is actually happening inside your head on these so-called nothing days? Let's dive into our next section and find out why your brain feels like it's overheating. This is just a perfect metaphor. Imagine your brain is a laptop, but instead of ever shutting down, it's just running all day with like 25 tabs open. The fan is whirring like crazy, it's getting hot, and the battery is draining at an insane speed, even though you aren't actively using a single one of those tabs. And here they are. These are the culprits, the energy-sucking tabs. Every time you switch between apps, that's a cost. Every tiny decision, like what should I watch next? It adds up. And that huge one at the bottom, avoiding something important, that is a massive, massive power drain. And all of this creates this constant, low-level hum of anxiety in the back of your mind. Let's call it background stress. It's that assignment you haven't started, that phone call you keep putting off. That quiet guilt is like a slow leak in your energy tank, just dripping away all day long. And this is the critical point. When you're sitting on the couch scrolling through your phone to put off studying, you're not actually resting, you're actively avoiding. And avoidance is a mentally expensive, energy-consuming task. It takes a ton of effort to keep pushing that important thing away. On top of all that, you've got the dopamine drain. Every short video, every notification, it's a tiny little hit of easy dopamine. Your brain gets hooked on that instant reward, which makes real, meaningful tasks feel impossibly difficult and boring. This just throws gasoline on the fire of procrastination. Okay, so that's the problem. But here's the good news. It is totally fixable. So let's get into the solutions. Here are 4 ways to actually recharge. And what's really important here is that the solution isn't what we've all been told a million times. It's not about just getting more sleep, or trying to force yourself to be motivated, or just gritting your teeth and being disciplined. The real approach, it's actually much simpler and way more effective. We're gonna cover 4 super practical, no motivation needed fixes that you can literally start using tonight to get your energy back. So here they are. First, do 1 real task per day. Second, create a no-input window for your brain. Third, and this is huge, separate rest from distraction. And fourth, start before you feel ready. Let's break them down. Let's really focus on number 3 for a second, because this is a total game changer. Look at the difference here. Distraction, on the left, is all about adding more stimulation, more scrolling, more videos. But true rest, on the right, is about subtracting stimulation, a quiet walk, writing in a journal, or even just sitting there and doing nothing on purpose. That's how your brain actually recharges its batteries. And this brings us to what might be the single most powerful idea in this whole thing. We always wait to feel motivated before we start something, but we've got it completely backwards. Energy is not the thing you need before you act, it's the thing you get after you act. The act of starting even when you're tired is what creates the momentum that generates more energy. So just start. All right, let's bring this all home in our last section. The big takeaway here is a total reframe of what you're feeling. And honestly, it's such a relief.
This right here, this is so important. Feeling this way does not mean you're lazy or that you're broken or that you're failing. All it means is that your brain is overloaded. Your energy is leaking out through all those open tabs. And the most crucial part, that's fixable. This is a diagnosis, not a life sentence. You can actually do something about it. So what's the bottom line? Let's do a quick recap. Your energy is leaking because 1, your brain never gets a chance to shut off. 2, you're confusing empty distraction with real rest. And 3, you're spending a ton of energy actively avoiding the things that actually matter. So what's your first step? Make it small. Make it simple. Tonight, just do one meaningful task. It can be tiny. Do the dishes. Send that one email you've been putting off. Then put your phone away for just 20 minutes and really allow yourself to rest without that background noise of guilt. So I'll leave you with this question. Don't worry about tomorrow or next week. The power to change this starts right now with one small step. So just ask yourself, what's the one task you'll complete tonight to start taking your energy back?